That's all like that.
Whoa, is that a burrow max? Oh my god, they put a two-stroke on a burrow max. I love it.
That's all like that.
Oh, hi. Good to see you there. Just finishing up the Rambler. She's alive and well, don't worry. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make it ludicrous. I've already put it together, but I'm still going to go ahead and give you guys a clue on what you're supposed to do. This is the controller. I've removed all the wires and plugs you really don't need. We kept the diagnostic wires and the alarm wires on. Stuff like this is done just to make it real easy for you. And you can mount this either under the seat, which I've done, or on top of the box. It's up to you. But it needs to have some airflow so that you can keep cool while you're having a good time. First thing that we need to do is disconnect the bike's batteries and connectors and all that bit. Come through here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws. There's 2 more in the front, there's 2 in the back, 1 on each one of these beams. So we got 1 here, these 2, these 2, these 3, 2 more up here in the front. Then you'll pull the box apart, it slides out. Okay, inside is supposed to be 3 very small batteries and 2 metal cages holding them all together. You're going to have the Allens. The Allen bolts on the bottom, Allen bolts on the top. Go ahead and remove all of them. Disconnect the battery first. And pull everything out. Gut it. Once you do, you have options on batteries. These are the ones that I'm enjoying the most. These will probably be the ones you'll get. You can strap tie them, use nylon, or actually it'll kind of fit in here if you put it up right, but I like the way I put it, so I left it that way. We have the option of using the power switch. Unfortunately, because I'm adding extra voltage, you may blow out your light bulb. You might blow out your light bulb. I didn't blow mine out, but I'm not going to take a chance. So we're just going to go ahead and go from positive to negative, and that'll turn it on and off. The next thing that's going to happen is you're going to take the seat off. That's 4 10mm bolts. Just unscrew it, pull it off, put it upside down. All right, once you have the seat off, you're going to lay the controller on the bottom side and screw it in. It's real easy to screw in and everything fits really nice on the side rails. It's right there on the back side, and it leaves plenty of room on the front. So now you won't even know that you have a controller unless you're looking for it. All right, so we got a clue what we're doing, right? We've already assembled this to the seat. Now we need to plug all this crap in. What is all this, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect just like you showed you. You're gonna take the little controller off, disconnect everything, and you're gonna have these bare wires hanging out. I've already made you an adapter. So it's very simple. All you gotta do is just plug this into the black wire that comes out of the motor. This and the red, yellow, and blue come directly out of the motor. That's all we need. Everything else can go away. I have not hooked this up yet because you need to hook a resistor up, a 4 ohm resistor from the 48 volts so that it won't burn it out when you go 36. The other option is I sell you guys my red halos, which work really well, plus you get to see behind you and you're safe. All right, so it's time to play with these guys now. What we're going to do is you hook up your yellow to yellow, green to green, and blue to blue. Okay? Make sure that the Hall effect connector, all the pins are straight when you lay it in. These are very thin pins and sometimes they don't go in as accurately as you want. So just make sure that when you're putting it together that you see it and then clip it in real nice and tight. This is a charging wire. It can also be used to put out a low amount of light. This is the speed switch. Pink, black, and gray. You're going to hook up your speed switch to that. There you go, right there. Here's the speed switch. Then you're going to clip in the extension. The next thing is throttle. So the throttle has a couple of little things to it. One of them is the on-off switch remote. Sometimes I can wire them up so that the forward and reverse is now on and off. The second wire that we need, second connector that we need to pay attention to is the throttle. Here's our throttle wire right here, black, red, and green. And on this connector, this one happens to be brown, white, and blue. I'm assuming that the white is the ground because that's going to be our speed connector that goes directly into here. See? All right. Now that you got that on, there's got an Allen screw in here. See that Allen? Need you to loosen it so that you can slide it on. I like thumb throttles personally, so that's what I'm using. But you're going to go ahead and slide on the speed controller first, and then slide on your throttle. Make sure to get them exactly where you want them. Pretend where you're going to be riding, and then set them down real nice and tight with the Allens. That's the last thing you're going to do. You're going to do that after you get the handle grip on. But I've already done this a few times, so I kind of know where it goes. I'm using this as my headlight switch, which I'll probably wind up sending you guys. And if I do, it's a very simple plug and play. It only fits in one area, and you'll be off to go. All right, now you got the bike all plugged up. Everything's together, right? It's almost time to fire it up. Not yet. We're going to go ahead and double check everything and tie it up because there's nothing worse than a piece of metal touching another piece of metal, frying your controller, causing a fire. These batteries are very powerful. They have enough energy in them to get you about 12 miles if you're taking it easy. And by easy, I mean 21 miles an hour. So I need you to respect the battery. The battery has enough potential energy to cause damage. So we want to make sure we put it back in the case and strap it down and use foam, whatever we can to keep it safe. The last thing we're going to do is connect this battery. And the reason why is because I don't know if this power switch is on. So I need to go double check it, make sure everything is off. When you go to connect it, you're going to hear a pop. It's going to do a little zip and you're going to see electricity. That's okay, as long as it's a little bit. It's just an example of the amount of power these batteries have in them, so respect it. Did you hear it? You can barely see it. It's just a little flash of light, but it's small. If it's a big flash of light, you probably have something on. It's probably too late now, but go ahead and check your system. Make sure the lights are off. Check everything out one more time. Alright, so now what we need to do is put all the screws and everything back in place. Put all of our wires on, and you can either use electrical tape or nylon strap ties. It's up to you. Everybody's got their own taste and preference. Again, you can put the controller up here, screw it on one side, just one side. And then when you assemble it, it'll look like it's assembled and screwed up on here, which is fine. You just need to make sure it doesn't fall off. And then finally, when you're done, you can use this charging port when you're done. This charging port is a good option if you want. If not, you can wire it up however you wish. The charger connector is a very small little fella, and I either have the charger ready just for that guy, Or optionally, I'll send you one of these and you can wire it into that. That should be basically all you need in order to have yourself a nice running Rambler with some serious huevos. Next time, I'll show you guys how to do the brakes. They put a 2-stroke on a Burromax. I love it.
Hey, Rick, man, when there's a Morty president, you gonna lick my balls or what? Shit. Grand. Son, you
And
keep
thanks for
me
watching.
feeling
If you'd like to buy some awesome merch, some of the awesome people that work with us over here at Alter Ego actually made it. So be glad to offer it via email. Let me know what you think. All right, guys? Have a great day.
Nibs.